what would be your maybe advice for people that in any way want to get involved in the music industry? Maybe more on the industry front than like the band front, you know.
Sort of like, so like, you know, working at a label or as like
anything more in the music business, I guess, maybe. Yeah, that you can kind of be a bit more holistic in that sense.
I mean, what I did was I just said yes to a lot, to be honest. And, you know, you just put yourself out there. I think it's always, I always felt like whenever, because I did go to university. I went to the SAE Institute and did a music business degree for 2 years, which was like hard work, man, because it was a 3-year course condensed into 2. So it was just like basically studying the whole time, but also working. And I always remember they used to have like these, you know, like inspirational talks. I'd be like, oh, wow, this is really interesting. Yeah. And then, you know, someone would ask a similar question to this and they'd just be kind of like, just go for it. And you're like, wow, that's really helpful. Thank you so much. You know, like now I can definitely get into music. But it's just one of those things where I think you have to just be open-minded. And, you know, I interned a lot. You know, I was quite fortunate because I interned with Public City PR for I think it was like 6 weeks or something like that, just very like a short internship. I also interned with Incendia Music, who is kind of like, at the time it was a promotions company but also management, and they manage a band called Voyager now. Lulu was really, really lovely. She was the first person who ever, you know, let me intern. And then I interned at the Noise Cartel for quite a while, which was like 7 months, 8 months. And then off the back of that, there was a little bit of luck involved, I'm not going to lie, because there was one of the people there that was leaving the position. And I think it was about a month between me leaving and being offered the job. But I think a big reason for that was because I was always kind of asking questions. I was always kind of, you know, trying to learn more and be engaged. And, you know, I like to think I'm just quite an inquisitive person, you know, like it's probably why I like doing interviews, you know, like, why does this work? And that's one of the things I would say is the biggest thing. And also enthusiasm, you know, like the passion is often something that people have said to me is like a big, you know, reason why it all kind of started, was just because I was like, yeah, man, like I love these bands, you know, like, and also, you know, see if you can work with bands that you really love. But if you don't, you know, find a reason to love them. You know, there's been a couple of things, you know, where like artists that I've worked with in the past, they may not have been sort of, you know, my favorite kind of music, but I've ended up really loving them because they're great people. And then you want to champion them more. You want to be like, no, I swear to God, like this band are really, really cool. You just have to talk to them, you know, that sort of thing. But I would just say, you know, like, don't be a yes man, but just be very open, or yes woman, or, you know, yes non-binary. We live in a multicultural world now. And I would say, yeah, just, you know, just be open and willing to do and graft as well. To be fair, there's a lot of things that I was just saying there, but they all kind of coexist, I think, in the same sphere, you know.